We're going for the wrong corner. Let's go ahead and restart. There you go. No, let's go ahead and erase. This took us a while to get that frame. Now, what our goal is to manipulate the first 3 splits of the game, and then we're going to switch over after we do the first 3 splits. Well, actually, the first 4 splits. We're going to do the first 4 splits, the first of 5, the first 4 of 5 for the manipulation route. Do everything except for the final split, and then just transition into a up, down, stay down. Then we'll do some non-manipulation stuff after that. First split means we stop on the first tree. Do some hill action. There we go. 2 on the bridge. 1, 2. Right there. On the corner. There, on the finger, right 2, 2 on the second, 1, 2, nope. I'll just use the same one, it's okay. Up, down, I went 1 step too far, hate when I do that. Idiotic. It's an accident, but first split, first tree. It's easy. It's easy to do something like that. I'm just getting back into this, so it's one of those things. 2 in the bridge, 1, 2. Just takes time to get it all right. Where are we now? B5. Go on 3, 11, 16. And 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tack 2. Three, 1, 5. Or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 and 2. 5. One and wait. Just run and go. 4 and 4. Fast text box clear. And just walk. Hey Biff, that's going alright. Now we need to save it. There we go. Right, left, stay right. Up, down, down. Got it. Alright. Sleep 1.5. Second split, second tree. Count 2. 1, 2. Right there. Bookends here and here. Here, bonk. Ten and 6. Sleep 1.5. 4 and 2. 4 and go. Attack 5. Clear out, run 2. Got it? This time we're going to get the wings. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even know if I want to leave and come back. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's part of the drill. So I won't get an encounter. Now we have to go and get this item here. Now we death warp. And now our next manipulation will work. Because we did everything right. We'll get a fast one here. And our warp. Alright. Let's go ahead and save it. Up left, stay left. Okay. We got it. Alright. Second split. No, third split means we just walk through. This means we stop on tree number 2. Golly, I'm drawing a blank. It's not good. On the hill. On the finger. Here, say number 3 and final turn. Get ready. B2 sleep. Attack 3.5. Be hurt. Hurt 1.5. Attack 4.5. Hurt 0.5. First 5. Last hill. Hopefully we did it right. If not, that's not a big deal. Nope. We failed that. That's alright, so that's Death Warp. Death Warp could be hard. Alright, that's not a big deal. We got the armor. That's what we wanted. We'll do a safety save right here. Oh crap. That's okay. We did mess up going for the token, but it's not a big deal. We are on non-manipulation now, so I want to kind of have an idea of. So we're gonna run from everything. We're going for the harp, and we're gonna set up the gold glitch. I need to think about something for a second. Is there a way to buy keys in here? Because I think I messed up. How much gold do I have? Only 68? I don't have an extra key to set up the gold glitch. I have 3 keys. Let me think about this for a second. No, I do. What was that? What's the 5th key for? I don't know, because we use a key here, and then a key there. Who knows? I don't remember. Oh, wait a minute. I remember what that key is for. It's so we can get the rain. Or whatever it's called. So we're going to grab one of these treasure chests. So this is going to help us to set up the gold glitch. Now we just run from everything. So we're grabbing the harp while setting up the gold glitch. That's what we're doing right now. Hey, Cole. Just we gotta remember when we go. Oh, you like this game? Good. That guy is annoying. Oops. Well, now we death warp. Okay. Yeah, this is a horrible guy to have. Should probably just run from him. Oh, very cool. Yeah, that's a really bad enemy to have. There we go. What's gold do I have? Not enough. Okay. Death warp. So we're doing the death glitch now, the gold glitch, which we had to do a death warp to get to. And now we just sit here and utilize the gold glitch to get a very specific amount of gold. Then we're going to make our way over to Remolder to get the broadsword. Oops. Yeah. Yes, we are doing lots of taking. And this guy right here judges me. He says that a real hero or warrior doesn't take things that aren't theirs or something. But we are doing lots of taking. Now, ideally, I wish I had the heart, but it's not that, not the heart, but the token, which is normally part of the manipulation route, which I pretty much utilize for this. So what I'm doing is, just for those who don't know, I've manipulated the game through the first 4 of the 5 splits for a manipulated route, and I'm transitioning it into a non-manipulation to just do what you normally do on the non-manipulation route. The only downfall to that is by utilizing the exclamation point as my name, it's actually going to weaken my attack. So level 18 may not be sufficient. I may actually have to grind for level 19. Maybe even level 20, to be quite honest. I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference. So this is what we're going to do for the next 20-30 minutes. Let's just sit here and just take stuff. It's the safest way to grind gold. Hopefully we don't have any intentional deaths, unintentional deaths at this point. Everything is pretty much the way it needs to be. The 2 areas where I would have died was probably grabbing the first key in Remolder. There's some RNG in that. And then there's some RNG in the Axe Knight fight, which I've already done. So technically we already have Erdrick's armor, we already have the harp, and we would have had the token if I would have messed up at the end of the 3rd split, but that's okay, because I think I actually, in my splits here that I created, I think that getting the token and getting the silver shield is going to be a thing. But once I get the token and the silver shield, we're going to make our way into Charlac. I think I would like to try to get the sword, but I need to think about when I want to do it. Like, when do people normally go get the sword? They normally get the sword after level 13. I think once you hit level 13, then you go and get the sword. After we get the silver shield, we'll get the fairy water, whatever it is, for the auto host, Yogi. I thought you're normally streaming at this time. I'm really hoping I don't forget anything this time. My first time through the game, I was forgetting things. I'm still not sure if I have to grind to level 20 with this name though. But I'm actually very excited I was able to get through the first 3 splits tonight, relearn those, because if I decide to do a full manipulation route, then all I need to do is fine-tune my approach to the castle, and once I have that down, I really need to just focus on being in the dark. Being in the dark is the hardest thing. I still have to do a lot of practice. It'll probably take me a full night just grinding practice and learning and getting my maps together and everything. At least the guard isn't judging me. He doesn't know what we're doing. It's just sitting here and taking lots of gold. So that's what we're doing. Taking lots and lots of gold. And yes, we do need about 5,400 plus gold. So this gold grind does take quite a while. Now, how much gold you get is based on what frame you open the treasure chest. But there's no way of controlling that's how much you get. Ideally, you want 10 or higher, you know. I'm hoping that OBS doesn't crash while I'm running this. I did it yesterday and I had to split up my non-manipulation run in like 3 different parts. We're more than halfway there. There is no door there. We're definitely going to try to remember everything this time. Since we already have the harp, I think on our way to Remolder, we might as well grab the flute and get the exchange the heart for the whatever you get, staff. The only downfall is the only thing I don't know is it possible for me to kill the Fire Lord at level 18? My attack is going to be a little bit weaker, which is actually not very good for grinding levels. Puke! Thank you so much for the host. How you doing tonight? Greetings, greetings, welcome. Appreciate that host. We're doing our second playthrough this evening. Yes, the stream went from chill to rave in less than 6 seconds. My posture is very good. Well, thank you. Don't you know that I love you in a god of a baby? Don't you know? Sad Frog, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it very much. Super Dodgeball PB, but no go. Well, maybe next time. Yeah, my notifications are a little bit louder than my voice and the game. So if that woke anybody up, I'm sorry. Hey, Sad Frog. I like that frog emote. It's pretty cool. Oops, there's no door here. Nope. There sure is no door here. I didn't really think out this route very much. The only thing I think the only thing I'll have to really think about is when I want to fight the Fire Lord, and it's really going to depend on how much time I have invested into the grind. But I will want to go for the sword early. I've never done that before. I've never gone for the sword early, so I don't know if what kind of enemies I might be running into. I don't know if I went for the sword at, let's say, level 14. That's one level higher than normal. Would that be like a good way of doing it? Not sure. But we definitely will want to also remember how much it costs to buy the Silver Shield. I went to buy it the other day and I didn't have enough gold, unfortunately, because I wasn't sure how much I needed. I thought I had enough, but I didn't. There is no door here. Let's see. My character's defense should be pretty good because I have Erdrick's armor. That won't help me in going for the sword, though. Because normally you have that armor when you go for the sword. But if I take a whole bunch of herbs with me, I have my heal spells, and I have my herbs, and Erdrick's armor, and hopefully I can get the sword and do a death warp. That would be the goal there. I've never really actually went that way. Last time what I did is I just used the broadsword, and I got more gold so that when I went to buy the shield, which I gotta remember I need a key for, I think there's only 2 more doors where I need a key. But I think what I'll do is I'll probably buy 3 keys just in case. There's 1 door to get to the stones of sunlight or sunshine or whatever those things are. And then there's another door to get to be able to purchase the silver shield. I know I need at least 2 more keys. I'm not sure if I need any more. I think I just need the 2. This is a long grind. One of the benefits of already having Erdrick's armor is that I won't have to go to the inn as much. I'll be able to recoup my health while I walk. I did take a look at what my strength would be at level 18 with this name. And it looks like in order to have the same strength as other people fighting the Fire Lord at level 18, I need to have level 20. Alright, so let me explain a little bit about what I've done so far. I've already gotten keys from Remolder. I've already got level 7. And I already have Erdrick's armor. I also have the harp. So there's no reason to go back to the top left. The only thing that I wish I would have done is not messed up going for the token, but the token's not, it's not in a bad place. I'm trying to think of how I would die or how I would get back. I think I would have to use the wings after I get the silver shield, instead of walking all the way back to the start. I do have the wings. I can use them whenever I need to. Oh no! Kentaro, please. Alright, so we're getting close to the amount. We get 5, 4, 5, 9. Okay. Alright, so that's all that we need. Let's check my items. Okay. Now we'll go back to Remolder. Well, I guess I do want to save it, I guess. I'll save it real quick. Just in case something strange happens and I die. I'll lose all my gold. So we'll do a safety save. We're going to go to Remolder and get the broadsword. So we'll just run from everything. Because we do not have a weapon right now. We have no weapon. We don't even have a club. But I believe I'm strong enough to not have to worry about anything. Not only that, I have Erdrick's armor. So I'm actually thinking about where I want... Okay, I was going to grab some stuff before I came down here. I was going to grab the whistle. I'll walk back up. Yeah, it would have been better for me to grab it, but we'll walk back up. All the stuff is going to be a joke. I'll give you room to move. Alright, so we're going to buy the broadsword. And we're also going to buy the... Well, we don't need to buy the full plate because we already have Erdrick's armor. So we can actually keep our gold. That was pretty idiotic on my part then. Let's just go buy a whole bunch of keys before I forget. We actually do not need to grind all that gold. Once again, I did not think through how that would work. But having the extra gold is okay. That's 1, 2, 3. Well, you just give me as many keys as you can. I'm gonna keep them in my inventory. Fine. Alright, so now we're gonna grind for levels, and we're actually gonna just grind for levels right down here. Ooh, these guys are pretty strong. This might be a bad idea. Oh crap, I gotta get out of here. I totally forgot to buy my herbs. These guys are a little bit strong right now. I'll fight this guy though. Forgot to get some herbs. Where do we buy herbs? Does this guy even sell herbs? Can I even get herbs in this town? No. I can't get herbs. That's an inn. I cannot buy herbs in this town. Oh, I messed up. Okay. I messed up. You can't buy herbs here. That sucks. Well, we won't need them. Because we're right by the town. We have heal spells. Yes, we have heal spells. And we heal when we walk, so. Oh wow, he did not die. I remember these guys are pretty strong. Just in case, we'll do a little heal spell there. I need to know. I need to know when to move down and start attacking some of the enemies further south. I have not yet decided around what level I might want to go over there and do that. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe levels 9 through 12, maybe? Just whenever I feel safe down there, I guess. Yeah. But this evening I'm just kind of chilling. So it's not that bad because of that. Yeah, I think I can kill him. Just in general, I mean, the fact that it requires so much experience to level up just to beat the Dragon Lord means that this amount of grinding is exactly what was intended. So this is kind of crazy to think about. I totally forgot that this guy can do a sleep spell. Just getting some extra steps in there. Ah, crap. Okay, good. Because I don't think he can take 12 from me. We're gonna play it safe here. Son of a seahorse. But you don't actually get to heal up very much because of the crap, man. Okay, good. He's not taking a lot. So I need to get to town. We need to run. Thank you. That's kind of not good. Thank you so much for the host. Appreciate that. How's it going, Elrock? Just having another chill evening of just enjoying some Dragon Warrior. That's what we want to call it. It's good. It's going good. Excellent. Mortal Kombat, yeah. That spiced it up a little bit. Wow, that was a really nice hit. A one-hit skeleton. That's nice. Oh, very nice. We had some opportunity there to get our HP back. Hopefully those hurt spells don't hurt very much, so this guy's pretty weak. Magical spells. Yes and no. My first 3 splits. Well, basically, I played the game out using the manipulation route for the first four splits. Technically, the 4th split, even in a manipulation route, is not manipulated. So the first 3. So I already have Erdrick's armor right now. I got level 7 off Metal Slimes. Hey, Browns. So I already got the harp. I set up the gold glitch. I actually went and got all the gold. I did that and the harp. I went up for the harp. And I set up the gold glitch. Yeah, it's an unorthodox sort of run. Yeah. I wanted to see what would happen. The only downfall to my idea about it is that I have an exclamation point as my name. Which means in order to have the same strength as you normally would if you started with a capital Z, I may have to get level 19, maybe even 20 to get the same strength. So that's a downfall. I'm not actually sure how long it'll take to grind an extra level, or worse, 2. I think it was an extra 20 minutes to the grind from 18 to 19. Yeah, you see, with the manipulation route, I had to use exclamation point. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to manipulate anything. So I had to start with that. I was kind of surprised though. I haven't done any of the manipulations for like more than a month. But I relearned the first 4 splits. I just need to relearn split 4 and get through the dark. It is a nasty cut to straight. I would need 20. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But at least I won't have to worry about dying on the Dragon Lord, because I'll have a lot of extra MP and HP at that point. So I'll be able to do heal more. And be able to oops, I wasn't paying attention at all. I need to actually, we'll do one more. Alright, we're gonna get off the sand tiles for a second. Walk right here. There we go. That's going to give us all our health back. Because once again, we do have Erdrick's armor at this point, which is really, really weird. Oh yeah, but the mistake I made in splicing these together is I did grind for the 5400 gold, and then I realized that I could have stopped at like 1800 or something. I didn't need the 3,000 some gold pieces because I wasn't buying the full plate. Because I didn't need to buy a full plate because I already had Erdrick's armor. And I didn't think about that, so I did sit there and grind out 3,000 more gold than I need to for the splice. So that does tack on quite a bit of time. I mean, 3,000 gold, that I'm not sure exactly how long it takes to get 3,000 gold, but more than 10 minutes. It's definitely more than 10 minutes. Well, resetting at that point means I had to go through the stress and the detail of the manipulating the first 3 splits again, which I did quite well. It didn't take me a lot of resets to set up the right frame. I didn't really feel like doing all that over again. Because at that point I'd already played for 20 minutes maybe. I don't have the strategy guide. I am a collector of things Nintendo, but I haven't got into like wanting to buy old Nintendo powers and strategy guides and stuff like that. And just out of curiosity, once I hit level 9, is it then safe to go south of Remolder here? Is it safe to go just south here and fight those stronger enemies? I mean, I don't have any herbs, unfortunately. I could go up and grab the flute and the staff and buy some. I think this sells herbs in that city there. I could stock up on some herbs there. I wouldn't have to go back up there again. I'd hate to have to come back down here though. Yeah, I have to quit. I need to stop buying things. As you can see, I'm buying stuff on eBay. This right here on the bottom, this bottom shelf right here, those are all my duplicates. I have like 50 duplicates of games. Because it's hard to find large lots. Hey Ace. It's Chambers o'clock. It's Chambers time. Alright. Oh, that excellent move helped out quite a bit. I was starting to get a little nervous. We'll stay out here. Yeah, I spent a little too much money. I don't like not having MP at this point. My gold is very important to me because I'll be able to get the shield earlier. And if I could survive on my way to the shield, I'm not even sure. And swag, it's bad. I think I can kill him. But we need to hit the N immediately. Okay, I'm confident now. Who makes repos? He needed the... Aw, he needed the ROM chips? I wonder why he's doing it that way. Instead of just... I wonder why he'd... Exactly. Now my grinding will be a little bit quicker here. Oh yeah, the cases especially. My arcade cabinets, yeah. It's nice to have them, but it's one game. And once you've played them as much as I have, I played Donkey Kong Jr. and Mario Brothers enough to learn the games well enough to get over 1,000,000 points in all three. That's quite a lot of time spent playing on those. And I've moved on from those games, so it's nice to have them. That's part of where that name comes from for my YouTube channel. At the time I was playing Donkey Kong and I wanted to create a YouTube account because I wanted to be able to upload my first kill screen when I got it for Donkey Kong. And so I wanted to kind of come up with a Donkey Kong related one. But the genius part was never supposed to be a egotistical kind of thing. It had to do with the genius of the game. Because I also made... yeah, absolutely. The art on those things is really good. Yeah, I was hoping if I moved over here, I'd get some more steps in before... I started making tutorials for Donkey Kong. I have like 2 hours worth of just the barrel board. Alright, we're good on health now. We can go back over here. I don't know, it might be faster just to go to the inn or something. When I put the time in, when I set my mind to something, I can think through it quite well, like on games and other stuff. Put a lot of like brain power and effort into it. My downfall is that I can be lengthy and wordy, which is why sometimes, even for some posts, I'm constantly reading, rereading, and rewriting. So you're not getting a first rough draft. You know, you're getting something that's been rewritten several times and polished. Yeah, surprisingly, I was pretty good at Donkey Kong Jr. I have the world record for the fastest time from the time that I began learning the game until I got my first 1,000,000 points on it. I don't remember what it is, but it's... I think I did it in less than 2 weeks or something. That game clicked well enough with me. I actually have the world record for Donkey Kong Jr. on MAME. And by MAME, just the emulator. Alright, so I'm at level 9 now. Does that mean it's safe to fight other enemies? Or do I have to wait till 10, 11, and 12 to fight the stronger enemies just south of Remolder here? Yeah, I kind of stopped playing Donkey Kong Jr. though. A lot of my drive was I had originally watched The King of Kong, and anyone who've watched that movie, it's about Steve Wiebe and Billy Mitchell, and those two went back and forth with Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. And my goal, which I became the first person to do it, which was to beat both of their scores in both of their games. And after I did that, another person did it. Yeah, I feel bad for Tim. After I did it, Marky D, he did it afterwards. And in doing so, he actually became the first person to get the first person to do 1.1 million on both Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. So I said that to say this, not to brag, but to make a point with my story. After I accomplished that goal, I lost my drive. It's almost like at some level, I wanted to achieve that. And it was super cool for me to be able to do that, because I remember sitting down in my living room watching The King of Kong with my wife. I watched it with my wife. And I remember looking over at her and telling her, I think I could do that. And that's how I got into Donkey Kong. It doesn't mean much to her that I actually did what I said that I thought that I could do. I wonder how long it's actually taking. Okay, sounds good, Browns. Yeah, absolutely. Same here. I mean, for all its flaws and fabrications, it's still somewhat entertaining, which is what they were going for. Oh, okay. That must have been pretty exciting for you. Calling off was pretty hype like that, especially the early ones. I don't know how hyped they are now, because I haven't been to one since I went to the Kong Off 3. I think it was Kong Off 3. Yeah. Because a friend gave me that marquee from the Kong Off 2. I wasn't there, so the Kong Off 3, I think. But I think they've had 4, 5, and 6 since. But I haven't had any desire to really. Oh yeah, Ben Falls. He is super cool. I'm trying to think of people who actually were there. Ross is really cool. I met Ross. He's really good at arcade games. I liked how animated and passionate he gets about. Vincent LeMay, classic, ripping off his shirt and showing off his muscles. He was very well known for that. Ben had a big old beard at that time. Yeah, I still talk to Ben. He comes on my stream sometimes. Hey, McFly. We did 3 splits of manipulation, and then we transitioned into a full run. Yeah, McFly has some of the best emotes. Command. Indeed, we used lots of commands. It's a very specific frame buffer. I don't even remember how many frames it causes it to elapse, but originally the command buffer was the only buffer before Ouijui discovered arrow manipulation, and so that carved off like 5 minutes from an any percent run, because you didn't have to do like 50 commands now. You could just you could find more opportunities sooner. I'm trying to think of other people I met. Jeff Wilms. He wasn't at the first Kong off, I don't think. But Jeff, yeah, I think maybe Jeff Wilms was. He's very quiet, but he's brilliant. I haven't talked with him, but he's I think he's like a programmer and he knows how to play the piano and he's just super smart. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. I got a picture with him, and on one of the evenings we went to Taco Bell. I also talked with Dean Saglio a little bit. I actually had a conversation with Walter Day and Dean Saglio about what we thought that the highest Donkey Kong score possible was. Walter Day actually asked Dean if you had like 2,000 people that could play the game like Dean could, you know, playing for 10 years, you know, just doing nothing but grinding on Donkey Kong, what do you think like the max, you know, possible score would be? I do not recall if Dean said 2.2 million. I do not know if he said that or not. What you talking about, McFly? They went out to breakfast well today. Look down like thickness. I can't see it on any. See what? I'm still waiting for your for the context of what you're talking about. I'm totally missing your context, which seems to be entirely my fault, being that Ace seems to know what you're talking about. About a background image. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's showing up with the browser maximize. Oh yeah, another thing you should know about when it comes, it's not about computers. It's about resolution. Okay, it's about resolution and what type of browser. Are you using a desktop version or a well, if you say computer, you're probably using a desktop, but resolution can also have an impact on what you can see and what you can't, even on desktop versions of websites, I think. You just play Nintendo. Do you see all my duplicates, McFly? Do you have any carts you'd like? Oh, I know what would please McFly. Look what I got. Where is it? we got this, of course, right? But recently we picked up these. So now I have both the yellow and the gray. So happy to have snagged that yellow one. Oh yeah. I need to focus that. I don't want to lose too much time. Silver and yellow, yes. Yeah, me too. I like both. Mr. Dream Punch Out. If I win this lot of there's a I did a there's about 100 carts on eBay that I put in a what's it called, a bid for, and well, one of those has a Mr. Dream Punch Out, just a regular Punch Out. I already have a Mike Tyson's Punch Out, so I figured I'd snag that one too. I'm trying to think of I'm going to want to grind crap. This is a bunch of we'll use a heal spell here. Oh yeah, freak, you can take 10 from me. Alright, there's a little bit of a risk, but there we go. We got some more health. We do have Erdrick's armor, so that oh, were you trying to you'll have to send a whisper to Ace if you want to send a link. I probably should remove that mod, the auto mod issue. I think it would be better for people to be able to post links. When I was trying to keep the stream, PG, that seemed to be more important. But I don't think it's going to be much of an issue now. I'm still debating whether or not to grind out levels 10. And once I hit level 10, is it safe to grind in this other location? Almost at 2,000. Once you get 2,000, we'll level up right here. Twitter is the one who requested the game stats. Oh, is he? I'm hoping this is a good decision. I'm gonna have to see a different type of enemies show up though. Dudangu. He's played like almost every NES game. He's even done Miracle Piano and stuff like that. Please don't kill me. These guys are stronger than I was thinking. Uh-oh. I can't heal myself now. I don't think this is a good idea. Only 20? Kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't fight those guys. That Wolf Lord seems to be... He only gave me 20. Yeah, that isn't much more experience for... It would be better just to grind up here like we were. Yes. Probably. Yeah, he's done a really good job. He also has the world record in Little Mermaid as well. He's discovered a lot of new strats on games and stuff. He's very much like myself. I don't know if he has autism or something. I haven't talked with him, but I've watched him on a stream before. That's probably what makes him so good at video games. That's not a criticism either. I've been diagnosed with autism, so it's not. I've wondered that. I haven't like talked with him. But yeah, he is pretty prolific. I think if I just focus on this stuff. I don't know if this is the best place. That's cool. I'm wondering, you know, I'm trying to grind levels here, but I'm kind of cautious to want to fight the Wolf Lord because it looked like he can use the stop spell, which means you can't even heal yourself. And so I'm afraid that those guys are going to kill me. I'm at an advantage in that I don't know, I think I should be fighting those guys though. I think maybe I'll try it again. I'm just afraid to die. I really don't want to die. I don't want to lose my gold. Because having that gold is actually part of the things that I need to do. So it looks like a castle, but it's Remolder. It's not even worth fighting this guy. Why am I fighting him? He gives me little to no experience. He just gives me a whole crap load of gold. Yeah, it's a town called Remolder. Kind of surprised the wolf is only taking 1 damage now. But I should be able to heal up and then try walking down there again. Another thing to keep in mind is, will my defense be stronger? Like when I fight the Fire Lord, is my defense going to be a... Yeah, see, my HP is getting healed up pretty good. So every now and then we're going to go down and fight in this right here. These enemies are slightly stronger. So every now and then we'll fight one of those. Taking a risk. Yeah, the Wolf Lord is pretty strong. But hopefully I can kill him and... Yeah, you do that. These guys take quite a bit. So what you do is you kind of bounce back and forth between these two as we grind. So now we're going to go back up here to this little stretch here. Now these guys are slightly weaker. So basically what we do is we just kind of move back and forth. Between the two tiers of enemies that are right there. We'll get our health back. Tears? Where? Oh no, Tears. T-I-E-R? Really? Walking back and forth right here gives me a certain strength, but if I go down just one square, I get a different set of enemies. very good. You got me. Alright, so this is good. Our health is pretty high again, so we can risk fighting one of these enemies down here again. See, because you only get 11 experience off that guy. But if we fight a Wolf Lord... Oh, that's not good. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Okay. We get to increase our rate of... So we'll fight this Wraith. See, he does more damage to me. So we'll go back up. Now we'll go back down, because we were able to walk enough. We'll do a little delay there. I don't think I should die, because I have heals. Well, that's one of the downfalls of one of these guys. He can heal and he makes the fight last longer. So we'll go back up to this tier. Get some of our HP back. And then we'll go back down again. It's just a way of kind of chipping into the next level of enemies. Being able to kind of like move between the two. Okay, I think I want at least 50 HP or so. Only because I'm really nervous about dying. Kind of interesting that I'm finding metal scorpions here. Normally I find wraiths and wolf lords and goldmen, which are worthless to me. I will run from this guy. Oh, seriously? Yeah, he's not worth fighting. He'll just take a lot of my health away and... Alright, let's try it again. Trying to think now, what level do I... Anything I do now is going to be a risk. Oh, is that right? Now by recorded, what do you mean? You mean the link is not, the link is bad? Yeah, this isn't cool. It's okay. Oh, it's not. The game isn't listed. I understand that. We're going to add in these squares. I gotta watch my health now. It's kind of low. That definitely helps there. I still want at least 50 when I fight these other enemies. Yeah, figures. I should have awoke. He just attacked you. You should never sleep through anything like that. Should never sleep through when somebody's smacking you in the face. Alright, another Whiff Lord. Chanting a spell that doesn't do anything. Yeah, you keep doing that, and I'll get 20 experience. No, he hit me for 13. Okay. Is that good? Worthless fight. Oh, okay. That's cool. The Whiff Lords are... Ooh, an excellent move. It is dodged. That's funny. Wow, he's still not dead yet? Yeah, we're definitely having to move up now. Well, after all that walking, I think we can come down here now. Ah, it sucks. Oh, man, we got to get 4,000 experience. Oh, goodness. Alright, so because my name is different, I'm wondering what my strengths will be. I think I have additional MP. Now, once I hit level 12, I will grab the flute. I will grab the staff. And I'll make my way down to begin grinding outside of Hawkness. Alright, level 18, I have 115 MP. Alright, so basically we're gonna have more MP. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. Because we'll have more MP, we'll at least be able to use one more heal more. But that's not significant enough. That'll give us one extra hit, but how about use your stop spell? There you go. Good job. Wolves using magic. Yeah, this enemy is annoying me. Oh man. Thank you for the auto host, cool kid. The first 3 splits I did RNG manipulation. Then I spliced it into a non-manipulation route. Oh, it won't matter if you tell me. That's for sure. Because I won't care. Yeah. Just doesn't interest me, that's all. Nothing personal. That's a scorpion, so. I mean, is this the best place to grind on these things? Because I kind of feel like this is maybe not the best place for this. Because normally, yeah, I think I should move. I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing is, I just don't know. I mean, since I already have Erdrick's armory, you know, I mean, I don't see why I can't fight things that normally you only fight at 12. I'm not even sure if that's a good idea, if I should go over there now or not. I mean, I would be fighting wraiths over there and other, like, enemies. At least here I can kind of move up and down. Coming up to the 2-hour mark. Goldman's not worth fighting. Nope. Sure aren't. Their experience sucks. Which is kind of strange for as strong of an enemy that it is. You would think it would at least be comparable. Exclamation point hype. Well, exclamation point just means that we started with RNG manipulation, so it was important to have the stats just right. But there's going to be a weakness at the end of this run, though. I'm going to have to get at least level 19, maybe even 20, before I can fight the Fire Lord. So we're definitely going to have to go and get the sword. So we're gonna have to take some risks and try some things I hadn't tried before. Yeah, this dude has like 1 health left. Coming up to level 12 here pretty soon. That means we can leave this area. We have everything that we need from this whole area here. What we'll do on our way up, we will snag the flute. Since we have to come back down this way anyways later, we won't grab the harp, the staff until then. I don't need to grab that until my way down anyways, so we'll probably just do that last, to be honest. Just to make sure. We only need about 15,000 gold, just shy of 15,000 gold for the silver shield. So we have plenty. We certainly have plenty. Come on. Just one more fight, then we'll move on. We'll go to our next grinding spot. Let's go get the flute. We have all the keys we need. I don't think we really need all those keys, but we'll get the flute. We'll go to the castle. We'll get the stones of whatnot, and we'll save it because we have quite a bit of gold. If I make some sort of slip, make an accident, something. Going to get the flute. Is it here? Got the fairy flute. There's an inn. And what do you sell? I don't have any shields. can I buy items here? It looks like it forces you to use a key. So I'm not going to buy items here. I will hit the inn real quick. Because I do plan to come over here and grab the these enemies. Might be a bit stronger over here. No, you just have scorpions. This stuff is actually not very strong. The Magidrakey? I don't know if the Magidrakey's powerful. Bunch of wish things. Now I'll go get the stones and on my way to save it in the King's area. Let's get some herbs. And let's grab a torch as well. Let's buy all the herbs we can buy, just in case. We're gonna need the herbs when we go to fight the that dude. Now we just hit the inn and we haven't used any magic, so we'll go up here and grab the stones and then we'll come back into the King's room and save it. Now we'll go to our next grinding place. And we shall grind until we can until we go get the sword, which I've never done. Which, once we get the silver shield, then we'll try to get the sword. But I kind of feel like I won't want to do that until level 14. I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to survive. Alright, so we're not fighting the Axe Knight, so we don't have to lose any RNG, tying to RNG on that. We've already killed the Axe Knight at level 7. So we're just going to our grinding point. That's pretty much all we're doing. We're just grinding out until I feel comfortable to go get Erdrick's sword. Well, not just that, but feel comfortable to go get the silver shield. I died once doing it. I do have the flute, and I do have herbs, so I think that fight should be fine. but when I went to get the shield, it was much later. Oh, we also need the token as well. Let's not forget about the token. It's a really interesting spot for a Goldman, but there he is. So now we just get even with the town and grind on these guys. I'm not sure what level I need to be to grind lower. I think it's going to require these guys are almost too strong for me. I have a small shield. I never did purchase the large shield. I'm not sure how much defense that gives me, but these enemies are pretty strong right now, which is not good. I feel pretty weak against these enemies right here. I really don't want to have to use heal and stuff, but those Ravens are gonna just eat me alive. I think I need to get that shield. I think these guys are a bit too strong. Yeah, these guys, those I don't know how I'm supposed to do it with those Ravens. They just seem really super strong. So I think what I want to do is I don't need to buy that shield yet. I need to find out crap. I don't want to have to walk all the way up there. It'll make me stronger. It'll tack on some time having to walk all the way up there, but son of a... I'm gonna kill you. You're harassing me. I get my health back up. There we go, got my health back up. Now that's the other thing that I can do while fighting those things, is I could just walk away. So hopefully this isn't going to be too much of a waste of a time. Gosh, look at all these encounters, just retarded. Seriously? I never used the dragon scale trick. I wanted to see how strong these enemies were since I'm up here. And oh, son of a... Never mind, I won't. I was gonna go into the cave and fight a thing or two, but... Alright, so my defense is up now. I have a large shield and I use the trick with the dragon scale. So my defense is up a little bit higher, and I can always escape to over here and walk around and stuff, so I'm not eating up all my health. Gotta get to the experience grind though. This is just a lot of waste of time. See, he's not attacking me for very strong now. So that's good. This guy's only attacking me for one. How about that? Sort of nervous to try to fight some of these other enemies, but these are only taking like 6 away from me. Hi Aaron, how you doing? It's been a while. Hope all is well. Hey Tubes. Yeah. A lot of people seem to like those cabs. I got a lot of use out of them. There's also a Donkey Kong Jr. Really? You're selling them, Aaron? I'm gonna try these guys out. See how it goes. All but 2, huh? Yeah, this guy was a bit strong for me. So we'll come back up here. Oops, we don't want to fight this guy, but I think he'll be dead in one hit, so... Nope. Wasting my time. Crap. Man. Seriously? I want to use a little bit of a heal spell there, just a little boost. We'll run from those guys anymore. They don't give me experience. I need to grind experience right now. So you're pretty much just gonna go through and sell everything, huh? Well, not everything, but you know what I mean. Alright, waiter. Into a loft, huh? Thank you so much for the host. How you doing, eh? Ah, crap. Gotta keep using these heals, man. I don't have to, but these guys are just taking a lot of hits. We're gonna walk up here and get healed up a bit. There we go. It gains health, and it causes less, a lower rate of. How much health do I? I mean, I still need 1,000 experience. I really need to just hone in on this. Wondering how long it's gonna take. Well, let me put it this way. If I'm only getting about 20 experience, I need 1,000. I need, what is that, 50 fights? Yeah, about 50 fights. Oh crap. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that helps a lot. Those enemies are quite a bit stronger. How about we won't be doing anything with them until we get some higher levels. These guys are sufficient for now. Slightly lower rate of experience. I mean, it might be something like instead of 50 fights, you would only need like 40 or 45. And that's, you know, not too significant. Especially the knights. Oh man, come on. The knights, they take almost 20 damage. At this point, I think they do. But we've never gone for Erdrick's sword before, so that's going to be a new thing. I have my gold is going to be perfect. We're going to have plenty of gold to get the silver shield, and but we're also going to want to be able to have some extra money to buy some fairy waters. Definitely going to save me some time. I'm hoping to finish this within the next 2 or 3 hours. Probably 3 hours. So what time is it? Yeah, 3 hours would be like 7 something. So, a lot of grinding. Kind of curious what my next split is. I don't know if I have to grind till 14 before I go for the shield. I know that you can die very easily. There's certain enemies that could kill me. It makes me not want to go down and get the shield without going back to the beginning and saving it. Because if I die, I lose all my gold. I lose half my gold, and that would just not be cool. Excellent move. That helps out a lot. The Goldman doesn't really give me any substantial experience, so I just run from him. I just wonder what the likelihood of my running away from these enemies will be. Kind of nervous. It may be a waste of time. It's only going to take maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, but I think I'm going to want to go back to the King's throne room and save it before I try to go for the shield. And I'm hoping it only takes me 1 try to get the sword. And then we'll come back here. Oh, we dodged. It's not very nice. Yeah, we'll do a heal spell just to help out here. Just a little bit. Don't need a whole lot, just some cushion. Because I'm not getting much healing from the Erdrick's armor. I'm already at 27. Alright, there we go. We got some help there. I'm so glad I went and got that shield and everything. It just made a lot of sense to do it. I would not have been able to survive these fights without doing that. Hey, X-Days. Yeah, it's been a while. What you been up to? We're gonna be leveling up here pretty soon. A couple more fights. I think level 13 is the year. Is it 13 or 14? That's going to be the earliest. Either way, I'm definitely going to go back to the King's Throne Room. Oh yeah, Paperboy. That was a fun fun grind. That and trying to figure out how to keep my thumb on the. Did he just attack me for 9? The problem with the token. Wait a second. Check my splits really quick. Hey, what just happened? I didn't mean to make that stop. Dang it. Anyways. I got the level, so now let's go back and save it. Because I'm really scared about going after that shield. I died a few times yesterday going for the shield, so it's gonna take us a few minutes to get back and then a few minutes to come back here, so oh, oops, it must be over here. Yeah, well, Legion, how goes it? Thank you so much for this host. Appreciate it very much. Let's check my items really quick. We still got our herbs. Still got some wings too. Where did I get those wings? I do not know. I swore that I used them. We'll do this, then we'll save it. Oh, thank you so much for the luck. I think tonight's gonna go a lot better. This run's gonna be a lot better than my last one. Mainly because I manipulated my way to level 7 and to get Erdrick's armor. So now we're pretty much even with where we need to be. Okay, so the how is it that I can have 6 herbs? I thought I could only have 5. I guess I can have 6. So. Now we're going to get to go after the silver shield. And then once we get the silver shield, we're going to try to get the token. Then we're going to death warp. Then we're going to try something we've never tried before. And that is, we're going to go after Erdrick's sword. Now, I'm hoping I can get it the first time without dying. Hoping so. Must do better. Oh yeah, if that's what you're going for. Alright, here we go guys, we're going south. We gotta run from everything. This is not a good start. Crossing my fingers here. This stuff could really cause some damage, as you can see. Oh man, we might die right away. This is not good, guys. This is not good. Holy Nikes. Ooh, we're gonna fight it. Oh man. I would have loved to have gotten that metal slime. Run, 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 run. As fast as you can. This stuff can really do some damage, so ooh, no. No, 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 no. Please let me go. Alright, please, 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 let me get to this town. Stop that. Oops. There's no one to talk to. So lonely. Alright, please, 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 please. Oh my goodness. This is just so dangerous. Come on, man, I'm so close. Yeah, you freak. Now use the whistle thing. What? How do you get to do that? Very flipped. I'll use an herb. Attack. He woke. Ah, freak. He needs to at least let me get a hit in there. Now I have to use another herb. What? He keeps waking up. This is really bad flute RNG. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to stay asleep for a while. Son of a... See, this is why we saved it, just in case. Gotta use another item. Gotta use that herb. Oh gosh, I'm gonna use another herb. Ooh, nice. Okay, good. Nice. Good. We're in there. Alright. So let's do some stuff. Like, open this door. And buy this shield. Silver shield. It's on silver shield. The silver shield? Yes. No. Very good. What's that dude do? I don't know. Do you want some fairy water? Yes. I want to stock up. I can't carry anymore. Well, I don't need this torch. It doesn't matter. I won't use that until I get close to the stuff anyways. But I have the arena staff and this. Okay. What the heck? Didn't know that was a thing. Okay, well we don't. We'll just go to the end. Now we have to get the token. But we do have some extra defense now, so we do feel good about that. Let's go get the token. In fact, I'm going to use a fairy water right now. What? I didn't know. Oh, that's only against weaker enemies. Oh, son of a crap. Please let me get the token. Oh, stop this. She. Found Erdrick's token. Now we can do return. And let's stock up on herbs. We had to use some of our herbs, so I think herbs are gonna come in handy here. Can't hold any more herbs. Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna try something new. Like I said. Oops, we'll leave this way. We've never gone for the sword. So it's very possible that we could die. So we're gonna do a safety save here. After we up our MP. Upper MP, do a save, then we'll go after the sword. Then we'll grind until level 19 maybe? Alright, here we go. First time. Let's get our map up here. Once we get to... we could definitely save ourselves time by using Fairy Water now. How many do we have? That's the only reason why I bought those. Seriously? What's the fairy water do? Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work against strong enemies, and it doesn't work against... No, we have to go down here first. And it doesn't work in down there, so we were only able to buy a couple. Herb, wing, flute, torch, another torch. Yeah, we don't have anymore. It would have been nice. Would have been nice to have, but not required. Just a lot more running. We're used to all of these enemies here. Holy crap, he took 8? I have the shield now. And he still took 8? Yeah, I got the silver shield and he still took 8 from me. Man, he must have... Oops. Rainbow drop, got it. Just wanted to double check, make sure. We're on a mission. Yeah, this is where I wish I probably would have gotten rid of... Wow, 9? Seriously? Dude, that is some serious damage that dude was doing. I've been fighting those things, and I don't remember them doing 9 damage. Could it be possible that the silver shield doesn't guard against them as well as the long shield or the large shield? That almost doesn't make sense. Is it possible that we could die up here? Not these enemies. These things are chumps. Alright, crossing our fingers that we're going to be able to get this sword. We got, we're going to do it really safely, as best I can. I'm just hoping that I don't die. Oops. Gonna do a lot of healing. Anytime we lose... Oops. Crossing fingers. We have a long way to go to get the sword. This will help speed up our grinding. I'm so nervous. I've never gone for this thing before. Wow, that just sucks, doesn't it? I have to try running. Oh, got lucky. Oh, we got the token a long time ago. a really messed up split. Oh no, we probably should have done that. My MP's getting really low. We're gonna actually use up our torch. Hey, Creepio. Our MP is dangerously low. We need to go to peace. We need to go there. Crap! Every time he hits me, I have to use a spell. And I don't have much heal left. And I can't say that we're almost there. It's not looking good, guys. It's our last one. I'm getting close to it though. Oh, darn it. Oh no. We're so close. Ooh. Oh man, we have a long way to go. No, we don't. Oh, we're almost there. Got it. Got the sword. Oh no. We have wings. Can't be used here. Okay, well, we're gonna death warp then. As soon as something comes to kill me. So we'll death warp. Because we got what we came in here for. We'll go ahead and save it. That's all we needed was the sword. We snuck in there and... So now we got Erdrick's sword. Now this is going to help our grinding a lot. Technically now all we're doing is grinding. We don't... there's nothing else to the game. There's just us grinding to level... I don't know what we'll try. Level 19, maybe level 20. It's gonna require a lot more grinding to get to the higher levels. I don't know if I can do sub 6 hours though. I'm definitely going to want to buy some more of those fairy waters, though. I can fight some enemies while I go and do that. It's going to be useful for my walk to the end. So we'll start fighting stuff now. Wow. I hit him twice with Erdrick's sword and he's still kicking. Do you want to try fighting one of those before level 14? Because I think I need to get to level 14 before I start trying to fight one of these enemies down here. We did save it, so... We'll try one of these fights. I kind of feel like the grinding is going to be harder to do because I actually have less attack power than you normally would have. Good rate of fights going through here. I just killed that guy with one hit. That's really nice. You only attacked me for 1? 2? Huh. What's that all about? Yeah, see, he's tagging me for 9 now. This needs to be where I grind, though. As long as I have 50 or more HP, I'll stay on this tier. Just doing a full run. I did RNG manipulation with the slimes to get to level 7 really quick. And I did RNG manipulation to get to Erdrick's armor. So I beat the Axe Knight at level 7. Then I transitioned into this. So far I've had good RNG. I've been able to get the token and the silver shield and the Erdrick's sword. So now we're just grinding out. Get 50 so we can come back down here. Yes, I'm making really good time. Though I did get lucky, like I said, and I didn't die going for the silver shield, and I didn't die going for getting the token, or going for the sword. So this does still rely on some lucky RNG. But now that I have the sword, oh wow, still got 50 though. Those guys give a lot of experience. I like it. The only thing that's left is the question of when should I try to fight the Fire Lord. I mean, everything else is just level grinding at this point. But I'm wondering, I won't have the same strength as you normally would. Hey, cartoon. Good morning. Did you sleep? See, we'll come back down here now that we've walked on so many tiles. Down to 30. Alright, so when your name is capital Z like it normally is in a non-manipulation route, your attack power increases at a certain rate, or at least, well, long story short, in order for me to get the same attack power with explanation as you would with Z, oh sheet! I wasn't paying attention. He dodged me or something. And he was able to get a couple 20 hits on me. I need to pay attention to that. Basically, I would need to be at level 20 in order to have the same attack power as level 18 on the normal route. So I'm wondering if that means I'm going to have to pour in an extra 20-40 minutes to grind an additional level or 2. I will have more MP. I don't know if it's going to be sufficient. I'll have more HP and more MP. Because I could die in the Fire Lord at level 19. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to even get to 18, but this is your typical grind now. Oh, those knights are pretty strong. I need to actually pay attention when I'm fighting them. Need to stay up here in this tier for a while until I get at least 50 or more. These enemies are a little bit weaker when you're on these tiles next to the town. They're a little bit weaker. There's some overlap, like these wyverns. That was good. A one-hit wraith. I'm not sure what the Wraith HP is, but every now and then he'll die with one hit. Don't you know that I love you? In a God of a baby. Don't you know? Odd one indeed. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Welcome indeed. Dude's healing himself. Come on. Oh, this is just... When he does it, all he's doing is prolonging his death. It'll happen. Wow, that's a pretty strong hit for him. There we go. I want at least 50 HP if I come down here. That's kind of my gauge right now. I'm at 68. Man, it's gonna take hours. Hours, I say, hours. Oh, good. You swiggle mouthed dude from the 80s. So he gives you 33. Oh man, these dudes are annoying. Son of a frick. Yeah, you're dying if you're gonna be wasting my time like that. I almost feel like doing 2 hits on these guys. Oh my goodness, a 3rd hit? I just had some really bad hits. See, they're doing 24. Yeah, for some reason the Scorpion doesn't do a lot of damage to me. See, he's only doing 26 and he takes more. I almost feel like it's not worth it to fight the stronger enemies. It almost seems like I can get more faster if I focused on these enemies. Especially if I can kill them in 2 hits. Now, once I can kill the other ones in 2 hits, and by that time, I won't have to move back and forth between them. Well, this is, I'm told this is the way that you want to do it, though. See, those other guys would be dead by now. See, this is a 4-rounder. And he only gave me, I don't know. It almost seems like it'd be better just to do these 2-rounders. You get less per fight, but I kind of feel like the fights are going quicker. I wonder if that's better in the long run. Yeah, and I wouldn't have to fight the Wraith Knight either, which sometimes heals himself and can prolong the fight. I don't know. I kind of, if the world record holder does it, then it must be faster. Yeah, see, that feels like it's going much faster. Now, let's move down here and grind for a while. So that's a 3-rounder. And not much more experience for it either. Yeah, I could see why. Those Demon Knights give you a lot of experience. I think it's much better at level 14, for sure. Holy crap. A surprisingly large number of excellent attacks are dodged by enemies. Yeah, it's much better now at level 14. It was questionable at 13, so... Yeah, see, we're able to get some 2-rounders on some of these guys now, so that's good. I like these Demon Knights. They give a lot of experience. They did 3 damage to me now. And my HP's getting a little bit lower, so we'll move up here to this tier. Some of these enemies won't do as much damage to me. Now, if we're lucky with these Wraith Knights, they won't do any heals. And these Demon Knights are nice. They give you lots of experience. But they could take a lot of health from you. In a fight. Kind of risky on the Demon Knights though. They're pretty strong, but they give me the highest amount of experience. It only takes like 2, maybe 3 hits to kill them. We're gonna have to get our HP up now. I'll go down there and try it again. Because we need the higher rate of experience points. Definitely minimizes the amount of fights I have to do. We've been getting a lot of fights here. How to use some of our MP. I wonder if it'll take 20 minutes to grind out from 18 to 19. I think we're okay to be down here now, yep. Can I watch this fight? Okay, good. Oh, son of a... He could kill me. Oh my word. Please die. Oh man, those are kind of dangerous. Those enemies are still a little dangerous. Hoping that when we get to the next level we won't have to worry so much about them because I can't be using all my MP. I can't really afford to take trips back to the castle or to a town. Well, I could. I could walk to the town, but I'd have to fight constantly strong ones.
First of all, I am 35 years old.
Oh, well, what happened to it? Did it just stop in the middle? Oh no! The notification froze. I'm sorry, cartoon. Thank you for the 35 bits. I'll have to fix that here. Yeah. Sorry about that. Streamlabs work sometimes. Sometimes it does stuff like that. Alright. Gotta watch it. As long as he doesn't dodge me like 90 times, I can still do it. Alright, good. Do have to pay attention though here. Because I really don't want to have to use... Yeah, even the Wraiths can do the heal, so it's nothing special. There we go. I got out of the red. It's hard to read or do anything different. And 115. Alright. If I go to level 19, it'll give me one more heal more. I don't think that's going to be. I don't think that's going to be sufficient for beating the Fire Lord. Level 19 is not going to be sufficient. I can't do another one of those though. No, I can't. See, it's gonna take 3,000 experience points. And take 3,000 experience points to get from 18 to 19. Then to get to 20, it's even more. Well, another plus. I should be another plus. Okay. Let's look at it this way. I will have, at level 19, I'll have 15 more HP. That means I'll be able to maybe get some additional hits on. Yeah, I think I might be able to do it at level 19. I'll try level 19 and kind of get a feel for how it goes. Oh, shit. Heal spell won't work. Oh, I'm dead. Just really, 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 really bad. Because I gotta come back here now. It's annoying. I don't need the gold. That's not important. It's the fact that I couldn't get out of that fight. So that cost me having to walk all the way back there. It's not the end of the world, but we're looking at tacking in additional minutes as a result. I'm almost not wanting to do that tier of enemies just because of that demon knight is just, he can attack you 5 times and you can't attack him because he's dodging, and man, it's a bum deal right there. That was. Up until that point, it was quote unquote deathless. There were no unintentional or unplanned deaths. That was the first one. So, yeah, it took us about 2 minutes to get back. The bummer. Level 14 is still a little low for that enemy. Unless I go into the fight. See, I just got really bad RNG.
I am 35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
There we go, it worked that time. Thanks for the 35 bits. Yeah, see, I killed him in 2 hits that time. But because he's a demon knight, he moves, he dodges a lot. His agility is very high, or whatever it is. But yeah, see, we can kill him. That's not a problem. We can definitely kill him if we can hit him 2 or 3 times. I had really bad luck. I think he dodged 3 of my attacks. And the grind continues. Making pretty good time, I guess. You just gotta keep going fast. I wonder what makes these enemies the better enemies to grind. I mean, when I get to level 18, can I not grind the enemies over by the town with the fairy water? Or is this considered the absolute best location? So we're gonna sit here and do this for another 2 hours, I think. I think we have another 2 hours of grinding. Oh, we gotta pay attention now. We're gonna die again. Come on, man, you have to get hit. It's freaking idiotic. Those guys are the death of me. I let him kill me once already. He sits there and dodges 3 or 4 times, and of course I'm gonna die. He just keeps hacking into me. Oh, there's an axe knight. But the enemies inside the town are pretty strong. You have green dragons. You got wizards. There's an axe.